Okay, so it's a little walkthrough of my little watch app for Garmin watches. So far, we are supporting Phoenix 7 and 8, Instinct 3, and all the Enduro watches. Um, let's just say the Phoenix 7 series is quite a collection. So anyways, right now we got nothing on the screen. We got a watch face. Um, This is designed for people running loops. It works for where the loop is the same size. If you're running a race where you have two different lengths of loops, that is not supported. Um, so let's go through it. So in the settings, when you install the app, you go in, you define your, if you want to plan your race in blocks of hours or something like that. Say, for me, there will be 4 hours, which is 14,400 seconds. Um, so that will be one block. And I can then go in, take my race plan and say, okay, so on the first 4 hours, I want to do this many laps. The next 4 hours, I want to do this many laps, etc. So here we got what is the length of a lap. This is in whatever unit your watch is set to. So in my case, it's miles, and I've set it up for across the years, 2025. Show recorded distance. That is your GPS distance recorded on the watch, and that will most likely be different from your official race distance, which is the number of loops times the lap length, or loop length, or whatever we call it. And just for fun, I have put in how many pieces of cake have you earned so far based on burned calories, and how many beer or other beverages. We got regular beer, non-alcoholic beer, Coke, and caramel macchiato. It's Feel free to come up with more suggestions. I will just add them into the app later. But that's for now. You don't have to show, if you decide I don't want to show recorded distance, you switch it off and you can just save your settings. And now it will not show recorded distance. Now it will show total laps times your lap length or your loop length. Say, well, I don't want to know how many beverages I've earned, so I'll switch that off. And now it'll only show how much cake. Oh, I can say I don't even want to know how many calories I've burned at all, so I'll switch that off. So let's just switch them all back on, like that. So I have coded in some standard calorie measurements for whatever it is. For the sweets, we have two. We got cake and cookie. So let's say I have my own cookies, and I know they are 95 calories per cookie, so I use that. And it'll now tell me how many of my own cookies, based on 95 calories per cookies, I've earned. And we can save that. And we will say we don't want to display calories. We want to select cookies and save that. And that will then say cookie. So here we're going to define our blocks. So I'm running 6 days at across the years, so that's going to be 36 blocks of 4 hours. You could design your own blocks, how many you want, and if you don't build your whole race, let's say you just build the first 72 hours, then all laps after those 72 hours will go into your last block. So your time left is going to be negative. So if you can deal with that, that's perfectly fine. Laps are still going to be counted. It doesn't really matter. So how do we do this? So I'm going to add a block. So in the first block, I'm going to do 10 laps. And then second loop or second block, and the next 4 hours I'm going to do another 10, hopefully. And then from hour 8 to 12, I'm going to do 9 laps because now I'm getting slow and tired, etc. So I continue building this for all 36 blocks that are in 6 days. Obviously, if you're in 72-hour and you do a 2-hour block, then that's also 36. So that is really up to you. Some people like 6-hour blocks, and of course that's going to be less. So again, that's really up to you. Just remember to change the seconds up here. So yeah, so that's how it works. Let's start it up and see what happens. Let's just save our settings here. We can get it updated. Now we start the trailer. So now we see we've done 0 laps of 10. When you use this, your auto lap should be set to by position. And on your activity, you are going to set a position before you start your activity. I'm going to make a separate video on that outside, and I'm going to show you how it works. And hopefully this will be helpful. Okay, we're outside. We're going to check our watch. We're going to save our location. And it is saved. And we are not going to give it any name. So we're just going to go back. And then we're going to go back up. And start our activity. And let's go to our screen here. There we go. This is an old version, so don't worry about it. Alright, so we're coming up on where we start. Oh, look at that. A lap already done. How cool is that? Let's see what it says. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. I think we're pretty good to go. Let's start our activity.